When you meet a person for the first time, sometimes it's hard to tell if that person has good or bad intentions for you from the jump, especially if this person is super fun or really, really nice or very charming. And sometimes at first they don't have bad intentions for you, but somewhere down the line it starts to change. It turns. Well, whether this person had bad intentions for you from the beginning or it just turned, here are 3 early telltale signs that you should look out for that tell you that this person is trying to groom you into an inappropriate situation or an abusive connection. Now, these signs also work for sexual abuse situations as well, so make sure you're paying attention. Number 1, they are nice. You meet them and then they're really nice, or they're very charming, or they're, just they got like this thing about themselves that kind of like draws you in. That's the number 1 sign. Sometimes it doesn't always start out that way, but 9 times out of 10, they are always charming and very nice. And maybe they're not charming, but maybe they are offering to do things for you that someone in their position should not be offering to do for you. It may be an inappropriate thing for them to do for you, but they're willing to do it for you, because the whole point is to make you feel comfortable, is to make you put your defenses down so that they can run game on you and you can buy it, so that you can think that what they're selling you is real. Okay, so they may not be charming, but they will shower you up front. Now, and you have not earned this. This is not something that comes along with the type of connection that you have, but they are showering you in gifts, or they're doing things for you that you didn't ask for, or whatever. They're just overselling. The overgiving is also an attempt to make you feel like you owe them something. So if anything should ever pop off, you feel like you owe it to them to let them have their way. Again, this is not to say that a person that's being nice to you is a narcissist or is going to try and become abusive to you in any kind of way. What I'm saying is, if you meet some person up front and they're already offering you say, oh, I have to go to the airport, and they're offering to take you to the airport, or what comes along with having to go to the airport, they have to come to your house and see where you live, just things that would give them easier access to you and make you more comfortable with them so that they can run that game on you. Moving on. Number 2, they are always trying to get you alone, that one-on-one time, or into unfamiliar territories in an inappropriate time or situation, or it's inappropriate. For example, let's say you meet somebody and they're coming off and trying to be like your friend, but they're doing more than a friend would normally do. And then on top of that, so that's number 1, they're doing more than a friend would do. And then number 1, they're trying to get you to like go out with them alone when they may be married, right? That's inappropriate. This person has a person, but they want you to go and be alone with them all the time. Maybe they're your boss and you guys have like fraternization rules, and you're not supposed to be alone with this person, or y'all not supposed to go certain places together. So it starts to feel, and this brings me to number 3, but by the way, go ahead and hit the like button or heart this video. They try to get you alone, but it starts to feel uncomfortable. So that's number 3. Number 3 is it starts to feel uncomfortable. You have what the fuck moments, you have bruh moments, but all these moments you have in your head, but you're not expressing them outward, okay? But you feel uncomfortable. You feel like what they're asking you is not appropriate. You feel like they are encroaching upon your personal space and your will. You start to feel pressured and pushed. You feel it. It may be very subtle. It may be, you feel it right in the pit of your stomach too. You feel it. But because of whatever you think, or you don't want to cause any problems, or you don't want to make them uncomfortable, you don't say anything, and it just continues to build and build. Now, if they can feel that you're starting to become uncomfortable, what they will immediately do is try and reel you back in to make you feel comfortable. So that means that they will, like, they'll back off. Maybe they'll back off. Maybe they'll try to make you feel like the way you feel is unwarranted. You know, oh, it's not a big deal, or it was just a joke, or I was just playing. Whatever they can say to make you feel like that discomfort that's in the room now, that's in the air, is unwarranted and it's not right. So it kind of soothes you a little bit to put your guards back down, like, oh, no, that's not what I meant at all. But all the signs before that tells you that's exactly what the fuck they just meant. Independently, I just want a disclaimer, independently, these signs could mean absolutely nothing. But all together, packaged together, number 1, number 2, number 3, the discomfort, 2 things that you know for sure if it's present. You feel like boundaries have been set, like you clearly said, no, I don't mess with married men, or no, I don't want to go and do that, or no, that's not something that I do. You've set a clear boundary, or there is a social norm boundary, like a person touching your breast. Like, we all know that it's not okay to just randomly touch someone's breast, especially without their permission. So if a social norm boundary has been crossed, so that's one thing you have to have. And then the discomfort on the inside. Both of those present with all of those signs, all of that together lets you know that this person is a predator and they are trying to groom you. Okay? But I will tell you this. If you push back, or if you firmly set your boundary and you let them know that you understand what's going on, like you don't say, I know what you're doing, you're trying to groom me. No, you just let them know, like, yeah, I know you're asking me to go to this place, but I'm uncomfortable with that. I'm not going there. Setting your boundaries and enforcing your boundaries will encourage them to either stop, or they will become a little aggressive. Either way, you know what the situation is, and you'll either be discarded, like what most narcissists do, or they'll try again. Trust me, I know all about being groomed. I wrote an entire book about being groomed. It's called The Creation of a Narcissist, book by book. It's either in the description box, or you can buy it on Amazon. If there's tips, there's affirmations in there for people who feel like their confidence has been, just shut down from dealing with narcissists. This thing that they do to you, it really, really eats at your soul. So go ahead, make sure you check that out. Yeah, I went through this time and time and time again until I learned to pay attention to the signs and to follow through with enforcing my boundaries, okay? So for more videos like this, make sure that you subscribe, and don't forget to share this video with someone you know needs these tips. Share this video with your daughters. Yes, because the younger they are, the more vulnerable they are, because they don't know enough, okay? So share this video. Love you.